Ladies and gentlemen, Two Dudes Talk Music in conjunction with E. Brown Industries and Big Jerry Burger brings to you everybody's new favourite game show, Get in the Bin. Now, let's go to our host, Reverend Raph and the beer buddy, Kyle. What's happening, everybody? I am the Reverend Raph, joined once again by my good friend Kyle, aka the beer buddy.
Hey, out, everyone.
And we are joined today, as we have been for the rest of this week so far, by Jackie, Doug, and Jono from So I Says to Mabel. They got a new song that's just dropped, so make sure you go and check that one out. And they got an album coming up later this year, so go and follow them on all the socials and all of that good stuff and keep up with what they're doing. But we are here tonight on your Sunday night for our favorite game show, our time of the week, Get in the Bin. And the whole point of this one is we kind of, put it out there, fantasy world, if you guys had phenomenal cosmic powers and could just snap your fingers and change or eliminate things from the music business, what would they be and why? We'll get two from each of you. They can be big or small, selfish or altruistic, any aspect of the music game that you might want. Whoever wants to go first, what is the first thing that you would change about the music business and why?
Make instruments cheaper.
Oh!
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you're a drummer, right? So you're kind of screwed either way. But no, I get it. Like it's a lot of instruments entry level stuff is pretty cheap now, but drums is still pretty atrocious. Like that's pretty.
Well, that's simple. I was gonna say something based on previous experience. I was gonna say get rid of paid promotion for singles, because I find that from previous experience when we're trying to promote a single, we essentially are writing the reviews that then get printed online, right? But they just get printed from different, or not printed, but posted by different brands. Yeah. And it's kind of like, you didn't actually listen to the song, did you? You just kind of listened to our little summary of it, and then
it was really good.
And let's go back to genuine reviews and genuine criticism, like whether you like or fucking hate the song. Tell us.
Let me tell you, I was in shortly after I moved up to Brisbane. I was in for a couple of years a grunge sort of band called Skunk Bone, and we got contacted by a magazine. Well, it used to be a physical magazine. I think now they're a online mag, for an interview. And I was like, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, let's do it, whatever. And they basically just wasn't a phone call, wasn't a video chat or anything. It was like, okay, yep, I'll send you guys the questions and you just sort of type in the answers.
Yeah, we've done that too.
And I'm like, but that's
not an interview.
That's not an interview, mate. Like, there's no back and forth. There's no there's not like a chat. There's not an actual discussion. We're filling out a fucking questionnaire.
Yeah.
Right? And I was like, oh, fucking whatever, just, and then, weird stuff. And we've had people reach out to us for reactions and stuff like that. And they're like, oh, we can, could you react to our song? Like, blah, 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 it'd be awesome. We can pay you if you want to be paid. I'm like, who's fucking making you pay? Don't do it.
No,
never.
Do that.
Never. I'm telling you fucking now, right? If anyone's watching this and you're submitting your fucking song to channels for reactions and shit, never fucking pay for it. It is not worth it. I guarantee you it is not worth it. If they like it and they want to react to it, they will. If they don't, fine, whatever. Do not ever fucking pay someone.
You should even be hitting the copyright strikes. You should really be keeping them up.
For monetization wise, not for
not for
damage anyone's channel, but for monetization for sure.
Get your money, get your worth.
But that sort of stuff is just it's ridiculous. Like the state of that stuff is ridiculous. They want to be super lazy about it. They don't want to do the actual work for it. I had one fucking thing, right? Sorry for the rant. We had a guy who commented on some of our shit on Facebook, was giving us a hard time about stuff, and I may have. This is the thing I referenced in the intro to the podcast the other week. I'm not going to name names or anything, but dude was commenting on our shit, and I basically was like, take it somewhere else, mate. This is all positive. We like to keep a positive vibe here. We're not about negativity. We don't want to we don't want this to be a space where we're getting clicks off negative shit, right? That's we could probably get way more clicks if we did, but we don't want to do that, right? Yeah. And he starts talking shit at me, so I'm like, what the fuck is this dude's deal, right? And it wasn't from a personal page. It was from like a page of
Yeah.
like some sort of, looked like a music focused website. So I went and looked at it.
Yeah.
All like fucking on the about section. Oh yeah, these are our AI writers, and they basically had come up with music journo personality stereotypes, and then using those plugged that into AI and said write an article about this in this style, and like pretty much all the fucking content on the website was from that. I'm
Not
like,
even arguing with the
Yeah,
person.
what the fuck is wrong with you? Like,
That is disgusting.
sorry, didn't mean to hijack that one. I just got.
No.
We're talking.
I mean,
yeah.
I didn't know that existed, but yeah, that's
That's
shit.
disgusting. It's fucking atrocious.
Wow.
Sorry, mate. What was your first one?
Yeah, you're a tough act to follow. I was going to keep it simple. Can we normalize telling bands and/or people they suck? Okay, like I don't know if I really want that because the result could be that I get told I suck, but at the same time,
Oh god, what?
like
Do you want someone like just acting like you suck? Like what?
I mean like honestly, not like negatively.
There should be like an RSA marshal. You know what I mean? It's like the responsible honesty marshal. It's like, okay, we're going to tiptoe. Just so you know,
So
you're not out of line.
You mean like honest critique, constructive feedback,
Yeah.
that sort of stuff, right? Like that's
Yeah, I agree with that. Because I feel like and obviously I'm not going to start just name dropping, but occasionally you do get you hang out with another band, nice enough people, but the playing, whatever, they're learning,
And that's the best way to look at it.
Yeah.
And that's the way you got to look at the critique. It's like at this moment in time, you need to fix up this, and this.
Yeah.
But do you tell them? That's the issue.
And that's the awkwardness because you don't want to lie. You don't want to give them a compliment. You know what I mean?
No.
Like,
yeah, I get it.
And I guess that's where to me it's like I would like it if there was a way to have that honest, that respectful criticism. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know how I find it? It's like, how do you think you went tonight?
Yeah.
And once you throw the ball back on their court, and if they and you're going to be able to tell straight away whether they're going to be able to engage with the constructive criticism, because they're going to go, oh, it was a good set, but this, and this, and then you can build on top of their criticism of themselves. And I think that's the best way to go about it. I know that's how I like doing it. If I come off stage and I'm being critical of myself, and then someone's like, look, man, you're probably being a bit too harsh, but you could have done this, and this better.
But that's it. Like, it's about knowing. It's about the right time and place. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like that's something. It's always like I said, we try and keep a positive attitude here with stuff. And when we're doing reactions, if we're not really vibing on stuff, we'll try and focus on what we do like about it and go, maybe just not quite for me, but the compliment sandwich is always a big thing, right? Like, but I think I agree that people need to be able to receive constructive feedback a bit more readily because, I saw it plenty of times back in the day. People, when I was out gigging all the time,
one thing and just
well, yeah, and I mean, I try, at the same time, like, I don't want to be, you don't want to bring it up unprompted or anything,
No,
but at the same time, like, I feel like I've had a bit of experience in stuff, and I'm not the fucking expert by any means, but like I've been there, I've made mistakes. And if I see a band, I want to try and find an opportunity in a young band that's maybe doing something. And I'm like, if I recognize the same mistakes that I made and I can help them, being able to find an avenue to say something about that absolutely is like, but again, it's all about doing it the right way, I guess, being respectful. And
it's all about asking the question. And if it's a one part that you focused on, this is the way I'd go about it. Just be like, oh, so you did this part here. What's that about? And they're either just going to be like, man, I love that part. That is the fucking sickest shit ever. And you're just going to go, there's no point in me saying anything about this. They're going to just take it as an insult.
Yeah.
Or they're going to go, oh, we just tried this for the first time, blah, 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 blah.
Trying something out.
what did you think? And that's then you
Yeah.
got free run there.
Yeah,
Mm.
finding
You
the
just
right
got-
way to do it because like
Play off the ego. That's the best way to do it because we're all musicians. We all got fucking
There's a lot of
egos,
we all
Yeah.
need that external validation, unfortunately.
despite of how much we say we don't. We all do.
I feel like even like the other way around as well, because a lot of bands come up to us and compliment us. But like, what do they actually think? Do they think
Yeah.
we suck, or are they just saying that to be nice?
Ask
get
him.
suspicious.
Ask them and tell them to be honest. Just go,
Yeah,
okay. In all seriousness, don't sugarcoat it. What would you fix in my set? And fucking
yeah,
ask
and
them.
if you want to get that, like, and that's a key thing, being able to do that, like, especially if you're playing with older, more experienced bands, you know, if you get the opportunity to play with a band that you have known for a while, you look up to, people like that, that's great opportunity because yeah, you can chat to them and you can be like, hey, look, genuinely, honestly, what's your thoughts? You know, what is there areas you think we could improve? And that's on your drive for self-improvement, right? Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's important to be able to carry both sides of that. All right, cool. So what's everyone's number 2? What's the second thing that you would eliminate or change about the music business?
I guess make people come to local shows more. I don't know.
Yeah, take
You're
like
gonna
a
hit a
free
quota.
roll for one.
In order to get your beer for the month, you have to go to 3 local shows. then your beer card gets released, and then you can go buy your piss for the month.
Centrelink doesn't make you look for 20 jobs; they just make you go to 20 gigs.
Yes,
That's it. I want to do my
I
part.
feel like that's going to be a hard one to enforce, but yeah.
They enforce COVID.
That's true.
No, I agree. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I think they're hop off him a bit because I think people pay more attention to going to your big names like your Taylor Swifts and your Beyoncés or whatever, rather than there are so even if you aren't interested in bands or punk bands, like even if you're just interested in a solo chick singing with an acoustic guitar, I'm sure there's a billion, okay, not a billion, but like so many Aussie women who could do that for a fraction of the price. So
$20 in a fair band
pay more
Yep.
attention to local music.
All those solo singer-songwriters that are singing in cursive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're just everywhere. People just don't realize. Like, it's just so annoying. Like, even at in my own workplace, when I say I'm in a band and people's like, "Oh, that's cool." Oh, my daughter's going to some kudos, like Gracie Abrams or one of the big names, and it's like, yeah, but she could see like 20 acts for the price that she paid for that ticket. So. I know.
But where else will she get the opportunity to buy an overinflated T-shirt?
Well, that's right as well. Hey.
That's what I mean about being in a bubble, though, right? Like we love it because we love it. Like we're in it. We love music. We're passionate about it. We are music fans, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people aren't music fans. They just like a few bands.
That's right. Yeah.
And there's a big distinction that I think a lot of people don't make. So.
Well, actually, can I just hop on that as well? Like, I would love if people actually listen to albums more because I think the art of the album is being lost. I think, and people just have that short attention span. I love an album and I love being able to dive into one. So, if people actually did that, they might be a bit more invested into music.
You've watched your podcast before, haven't you?
Maybe, but no, I didn't know you. Have you guys spoken about that?
Yeah,
At infinitum.
Yeah,
Ad infinitum. It's one of those topics that comes up a lot, and to the point where we try to not talk about it ourselves anymore when it comes up because
it's still nice to hear that it does.
But
come
yes,
up
it's nice when it comes up.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm in a kind of privileged position where the job I work, I work from home and I work by myself, so I'm in a position to be able to listen to albums whenever I want. Whereas I know that other people, I'm not, but I just think there is such a beauty in an album. And you just get to see so much more of an artist in it.
Yes. Yes. This is why, even like people like Adele, when she brought out one of her albums, she chucked it on Spotify and told Spotify, get rid of that shuffle button.
Nice. Yeah.
Get rid of that. Like this is a curated piece of album that you need to listen to in this order. There is a reason. And it
makes a difference. Like, even I don't know if you guys know the band Rufus, completely different genre. I love Rufus, but they released one of their latest singles last year, and as a standalone track, I did not care about it. when I listened to the album, I was like, okay, yeah, I get it now. Like it fits.
Oh, one of those
But,
ones that
yeah,
makes sense.
like, yeah. And it wasn't like any deep and meaningful thing, but it had its place in between. So I think it's really important. Yeah.
And something
Agreed.
similar. I know a lot of my friends just like listen to a few or like the most popular stuff from each band they like, and they don't listen to whole albums. But like the best or their favorite song could be hidden in one of those albums,
That's right.
and they wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
They just don't listen to it.
And that's the thing, like what a single used to be. A single used to just be here's a mashup, or here's like a best of everything that we've got on this whole album. Here's one song to really like curate what the vibe is of the rest of the whole album or whatever. And then if you were something like Linkin Park or whatever, your first album's that good, half of it becomes bloody singles and everything's getting videos and that's a completely different thing. But but that's what a single was. It was that one thing to get you to buy the fucking album.
That's right. Yeah. And you used to do it. Like, that's what I think is funny.
It worked. It fucking worked.
You've heard one song from an album, you go out and spend like $25 to get it. There's a sacrifice that you made. You don't do that anymore. People don't even have the time to freaking listen to it for free. Like,
Spotify's just devalued the whole concept of music, but that's a conversation.
Yeah, that's
just to add to that. When we were first talking about recording the album, we actually considered not doing that because people aren't really that interested in albums these days.
Yeah.
The recording of it is actually just personal to ourselves.
That's true. Yeah, because we thought because we're just a small band, we're like, who's going to listen to it? But yeah, again, coming back to that thing, we kind of in this band for ourselves, we're doing it for fun. So it was kind of Doug who's like, well, why wouldn't we record our shit? Like, it's ours. Like, why would we not want to have it?
Yeah.
Record the album, make the album, have the album released, and just do waterfall releases for Spotify. And just if people want you just let people know if they want the whole album in its entirety with the artwork, come out to the fucking show and buy a CD.
That's it. You got it there. That's something I've looked at doing in the past with one of my bands was do we just release online, at least initially, do we just release the singles? We got the album and we're like, okay, do we pick a few songs to do videos for and release them as singles, and then that's the online contingent? But if people want the rest of it, at least initially, they have to come and buy it at a show, or they have to order it online and buy a physical copy of the album. And then in a year, 18 months, whatever, then we'll put the rest of the album online as a whole package, right?
Yeah.
I've seen people employ that one. I've seen people go, all right, the online album has, 10 tracks, but the full album has like 13. If you want to get the extra tracks, you have to buy the album. They're only on that. The physical album is the special edition, if you want to think of it that way. And then
just throw 2 or 3 covers on there. Throw them on there.
Just
for
get extra
the album
stuff,
release, and you just don't release them on Spotify.
Yeah, that's fair.
I find it funny that even on our last EP, Get Out the Way has the least amount of listens, even though it was the first single.
Yes,
just because it was last on the EP.
It
was a 4-track EP, and it was the least.
People don't have that attention anymore.
And Doug, what was just take us home, what was your second one be for?
Oh, I didn't have a second thing. This was much more interesting.
Oh, fair enough then.
Longer attention spans.
Fair enough. Yes.
Agreed.
Big time. Longer attention spans for sure.
Agreed.
All right. Well, that's it. That wraps up our time with So I Says to Mabel. Thank you so much to Jackie, Doug, and Jono. This has been awesome chatting to you guys. As I said, we will have links to all of their stuff down in the description. Go and check out the new song and follow them on everything so you can keep up with what they've got going on. Get out to a live show and see them. I'm hoping you guys can get up to Brisbane at some point soon, because I would love to have the pleasure of seeing you live. And thank you so much. And everyone watching, thank you for watching the video today.
Thank you.
If you had a good time with it, please consider giving it a like. If you didn't, downvote the shit out of it. And remember, my name is Raf, along with the beer buddy Kyle. This has been So I Says to Mabel. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself and your mates, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.
Peace. Peace.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We really hope you had a good time. If you did, please consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell down there. It helps the channel grow. We are still a fairly young channel and we like to try and grow our audience all over the world. We do also, for those of you who are interested, have a Patreon. It's just a couple of bucks a month. At the moment, you get all the videos early and ad-free, but we are working on ways to increase the value of that and make it a bit more enticing. So don't forget to keep an eye out and check back on what's going on over there. Other than that, thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day.